Welcome, grade 7 learners. This is your teacher, Ernie P. Amper. And today's lesson, I'm going to show you on how to add polynomials. But before that, let's have our objectives. First, state the rule in adding polynomials. Second, add polynomials in vertical and horizontal method. The third one is solve problems involving addition of polynomials in real-life situation. But before that, let's review on how to identify similar terms of the following polynomials. In these polynomials, what do you think are the similar terms? That's right, it is 3x and negative 2x. Next, 4y and negative 6y. And the last one, yes, that's correct. It's 3xy minus 8xy. Why they are similar terms? That's right, because they have the same literal coefficient and exponent. That's correct. Another one. What do you think are the similar terms in these polynomials? Right, it's 2a squared and negative a squared. Next, we have 3bc and bc. That's correct. And the last one, we have 3xyz. It has no similar terms because it is the only term that has a literal coefficient of x, y, and z. Very good. Let's have a review on how to add integers because this is very important in adding polynomials. So this activity is called Add My Signs. So 5 plus 3 is, what's the answer? That's correct. It's 8. Another one, negative 8 plus 2. What's the answer? Negative 6. That's correct. Another one, negative 6 plus negative 2. What's the answer? That's right. It's negative 8. Very well said. Okay, what do you think is the rule in adding integers? If the integer have the same sign, just add the polynomials equivalent of the integers and attach the common sign to the result. In other words, positive plus positive equals positive, right? Or negative plus negative equals negative. That's right. Another rule in adding integers, if the integer have different signs, get the difference of the positive equivalence of the integer and copy the sign of the larger number to the result. For example, 5 plus negative 2. So in this case, they are different in signs. 5 is positive and 2 is negative. So we will subtract 5 minus 2. The answer is 3. But in this case, 5 is larger than 2 and 5 is positive number. That is why the answer is positive 3. Another example, negative 5 plus 2 equals negative 3. Why? Because 5 is negative and 2 is positive, so we will subtract them. 5 minus 2 is 3 and 5 is greater than 2, which is negative. That is why the answer is negative 3. Correct. Now, based on the activity that we had, there is also a rule in adding polynomials. To add polynomials, simply combine similar terms. To combine similar terms, get the sum of the numerical coefficient and annex the same literal coefficient. If there is more than one term, for convenience, write similar terms in the same column. For example, 5a plus 2a is 7a. Why? Because 5a and 2a are similar terms, so we will just add 5 plus 2 and copy the common literal coefficient, which is a. That is why the answer is 7a. Okay? Number 2, 2a plus 3b and 3a plus 6b. What do you think is the sum of that polynomial? Okay, that's correct. We are going to combine similar terms. So, the similar terms are 2a and 3a. So, 2a plus 3a is 5a. That's correct. Another, we have 3b and 6b. 3 plus 6 equals 9, and copy the common literal coefficient, which is b. That's right. Now, another example. 4x plus 5y and negative 2x plus 9y. What do you think is the sum? Okay, we will combine the similar terms. So, we will combine 4x and negative 2x. So, in our previous activity, if the integer have different signs, we will subtract them. So, 4 minus 2 is 2, and we will take the sign of a larger number, which is 4. That is why it is 2x. Okay? Next, we will combine 5y and 9y. So, 5 plus 9 is 14. And we will just copy the variable or the literal coefficient y. Therefore, our answer is 2x plus 14. Do you get it? Okay, that's correct. There are two methods in adding polynomials. First is the vertical method. For example, 4a minus 3b plus 2c, and we will add 5a plus 8b minus 10c, and negative 12a plus 2c. So we have to align the same literal coefficient. As you can see, 4a minus 3b plus 2c is aligned with 5a plus 8b minus 10c and the negative 12a plus 2c. As you observe, all the literal coefficient of a is being aligned, and so with the literal coefficient of b and c, so that we can easily add them together. So, 4a plus 5a minus 12a. The answer is negative 3a. Why? Because 4 plus 5 is 9 plus negative 12, meaning they are different. So, we will subtract 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 is 3. And 12 is negative, which is larger than 9. That is why our answer is negative 3a. The next column is negative 3b plus 8b. The answer is 5b. And the last one, we have 2c plus negative 10c plus 2c. The answer is negative 6c. Okay? Now, let's have another example. We have 2x plus 3y minus 5x plus 8y. So, we will add them together using the vertical method. So, we will align 2x plus 3y and negative 5x plus 8y and add them together. The answer is negative 3x plus 11y. I hope that you learned this method. Okay, let's proceed. Addition of polynomials using horizontal method. There are steps in adding polynomials using horizontal method. First is to identify similar terms, group similar terms, and add the similar terms by applying the rule in adding integers. Let's have an example. 4a minus 3b plus 2c added by 5a plus 8b minus 10c and negative 12a plus 2c. So the answer is we are going to combine or group the similar terms. So what do you think are the similar terms of these polynomials? That's correct. It is 4a plus 5a minus 12a. They are all similar terms. Next, we have negative b plus 8b. They are also similar terms, right? Okay. Next, the last one, negative 10c plus 2c. And after combining them together, we will add the similar terms by applying the rules in adding polynomials. What do you think is the answer for the first group of similar terms? That's correct. It is negative 3a. Another group, that's right, 5b. And the last group, correct, it's negative 8c. Okay. Now, it's your turn to apply what you have learned for our discussion. So you're going to answer this item 1 to 4 so that we will know if you really learned on how to add polynomials. You may pause this video for your time convenience. Okay, now the answers are, okay, number 1 is 3n, number 2 is 11c minus 4d, and number 3, y squared, z squared, and number 4 is 5ab plus 2c minus 10d. I hope that you get perfect score or 3 over 4. Okay, so to apply these concepts in real life situation, let's take this problem. Number 1. What is the sum of 3x squared minus 11x plus 12 and 18x squared plus 20x minus 10? And number 2, if Pia saved 10x plus 5 pesos in her pocket and her papa gave her 30x minus 4 pesos, how much money did Pia save? You have to answer that in your answer sheets. So I hope that you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching and happy learning!